Hey everyone, this is Steve from PublishPress, and in this video I'm going to talk about the PublishPress Future plugin, which allows you to schedule changes to your WordPress content. And in particular, I'm going to talk about a feature that's called Action Workflows. The focus of this video is going to be triggers. How can you start the workflows in motion? I'm going to use an example called Unpublished to Draft after a week, and let's see what this workflow looks like. The trigger in this case is when a post is saved. That starts this workflow in motion. The next step is a schedule step. And if you look in the right sidebar, it says after the post is saved and the publication date, wait 7 days. So this schedule step here is delaying the workflow by 7 days after the post is saved. What happens after 7 days? Well, then you get to the action part of the workflow. The post is moved to a new status, in this case to a draft status, and also an email is sent. So this workflow has 4 steps to it. There's the trigger, there's the delay, the schedule for 7 days, then there are 2 actions. My focus in this video is going to be on the first part of this workflow, the triggers. This is one of several different options. You can see the other options by clicking the plus icon in the top left corner. And there's a triggers area offering 4 different options. The one we're using so far is post is saved. This trigger activates whenever a post is saved. Post is saved applies to all the content on your site, whether it's newly created posts, whether it's imported content, or existing content. If you want to, you can use the right sidebar for this trigger to drill down and get more specific. For example, in the post type area, you can choose specific post types for this workflow. In the post ID area, you can choose specific posts. And in the post status area, you can choose only content that is published or draft, or perhaps pending review, or perhaps scheduled. Post is saved is one of 2 automatic triggers. The other one is called post is updated. And I'm going to replace my first trigger with this other automatic trigger. To do that, you can select and delete the one you have already. Using your mouse, you can drag and drop to connect the 2 steps together. You have the same settings for this trigger as the previous trigger, which allows you to drill down to specific post types, specific posts, or specific statuses. It's possible to use both triggers side by side. I'm dragging and dropping the second automatic trigger and connecting it to the workflow as well. So whether a post is saved or updated, this workflow is going to run. So in front of you, you see the 2 automatic triggers that we provide. There are also 2 manual triggers which allow users to decide when to run the workflow. Let's delete the 2 automatic triggers and take a look at the 2 manual triggers. So we'll get rid of the 2 we've seen already. And in the left sidebar, we'll drag and drop another trigger, which is called manually enabled via checkbox. All we need to do is put it in the right place and connect it to the first step in the workflow. In the right sidebar, there's a label that you can use for the checkbox that users will see. So I'm going to enter that label. I'll click on Publish so this workflow is visible, and I'll go and look at one of the posts on my site. I'll go to the posts area. I'll click on the quick edit link under one of the posts, and there my workflow is now available. Users can check the box and decide to apply it to this particular post. That same option is going to be available inside the post as well. Over in the right sidebar, you will see a workflow manual trigger option. Users can check that box. So this is one of the 2 manual options available. If we go back to Future and Action Workflows, I'll show you the second manual option. Back to editing the workflow, I'll look in the left sidebar for the triggers area. I'm going to drag the other manual trigger into the workflow, and as before, I'll use my mouse to connect it to the next step in the workflow. This one is called Manually Enabled via Future Actions box, and it connects to another part of the PublishPress Future plugin. This part is available in the free version of the plugin and doesn't have any workflows. It simply offers the actions. So I'm going to click on Update, and I'll show you how this works. Go back to the Posts area, and this time, under Quick Edit, we're going to look at that other part of the PublishPress Future plugin. This simply allows you to do the actions. When it comes to the actions, Trigger Workflow is going to be one of the choices, and you can choose the workflow that you've been building. If you use the rest of the PublishPress Future plugin, this might be a more coherent way to integrate it into how the users deal with posts. So what we've seen in this video are 4 different kinds of ways to trigger the workflows. 2 are automatic and 2 are manual. We have the 2 manual ones in the workflow at the moment. PublishPress Future is flexible enough to support adding the others as well. It's a little crowded, but it works. Those are the 4 triggers that are available in the PublishPress Future plugin. It really is a powerful and flexible way to schedule changes to your WordPress content.